everybody, and welcome to Peaches and Powerbombs. I am Majestic Marie, and I have some very special guests with me today. Unfortunately, Alora cannot be here. She's not feeling so well, so we hope she feels better soon, and she'll be back with us the next time we come on. But without further ado, we have No Chill with Phil with us and Joe Panther the Third from Dudes at Ringside podcast. How you guys doing?
Phil, you first, brother.
I'm pretty good, Marie. How are you? Good to see you as always. And Joe, good to see both of y'all. How y'all doing?
Good. I don't know why I'm doing didn't walk like an Egyptian today because I'm an '80s baby. I love that. Who didn't do the '80s, the walk like an Egyptian song like a Nastin when you were a child? And for me, I was doing it with MC Hammer pants on because my mom sews.
The parachute pants. Oh yes.
Oh, that's a story from another day for both of you guys. My mom was a sewer, and she would make me all these Hammer pants, and I'm like, I was a little guy as I am now. Imagine a little kid with big puffy Hammer pants with this big goofy hair running around with a high pitched voice. My mom made me these pants. See the tag? My mom made me these. My mom would make me everything because I was little, so she had to make me a lot of things.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. The '80s babies are the best. I'm sorry.
That's why in TikTok we outliving all these young kids.
Marie, you an '80s baby, right?
I was born in '87, so I don't remember the '80s too much.
She's on the cusp. She's on the '87. It's like '87.
As long as it's like not '90s, she's good.
Nope, I'm an '80s baby.
I still remember that Nickelodeon. I don't know if you guys still remember that old school Nickelodeon, that Schnick, that like early '90s Nickelodeon. I remember it.
Snick at Night, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Snick at Night, and that was on Saturdays with like Are You Afraid of the Dark? All that.
Oh yes.
Keenan and Kel, Pete and Pete.
Oh gosh, yes. I went off again. Here we go. Joe's going off on his '80s old school.
There was a couple other ones, but yeah, I remember Snick at Night. Yeah,
Snick. I remember. Here we go. Throw it back. I remember watching the very first episode when they debuted "Are You Afraid of the Dark." I totally remember the first episode. Yeah, the first episode of Snick. Oh my god, that Pepsi, that bag of Doritos. What are we watching?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to wrestling. Gotta go back.
Sorry, Marie. Sorry.
That is okay. I loved all of that stuff too when I was a kid. I think Geek is with us. Unfortunately, he has COVID, so that's why he's not here tonight. So
feel better, brother.
Get well, so Geek.
Drink that ginger ale, man. Get rid of that funk, the ick, man. Feel better, brother.
Yeah.
Lots of fluids and get up and walk around for 10 minutes for every hour, and you'll be fine. So, we got a story broke from the Wall Street Journal this afternoon saying that people close to Vince McMahon says that he wants to come back to WWE and that maybe perhaps him stepping down was premature and that the rumors would have blown over and he would have been okay. So if it wasn't the Wall Street Journal, I wouldn't have given this a grain of salt, but because it's such a mainstream magazine website, whatever you want to call it, it's a little bit more serious than that. So what do you guys think about Vince McMahon coming back? Would you be welcome for him to come back, or do you think he needs to stay in his rocking chair and just eat his...
Joe, you go first on this one.
Oh my gosh. See, I was telling this to Marie before the show. I was waiting for I was gonna have Phil go on his little rant and then have me do mine. She was gonna add the slow motion violin, Joe staring to the camera and do his like Deadpool monologue thing. I was gonna do it right to Vince. I'm like, okay, here we go. Mr. McMahon. Mr. Kennedy, Mr. McMahon, if you're watching this, thank you so much for watching Peaches and Powerbombs. These ladies are killing it. But, Vince, go back to your rocking chair. Go back and eat your pudding. Yes, the pudding's delicious, but don't drink the Kool-Aid. It's disgusting. They don't put enough sugar in it. But don't come back. Triple H and Stephanie are killing it right now, and if you join it, you're gonna break away the fun because we know you're gonna kill the storylines and make everybody back to what they used to be again. Don't do that. Now it's time for Phil to rip your arms off.
Hey, you know what? Vince needs to stay away. I'm gonna be good, Marie. I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna use the colorful adjectives I normally use. But Raw and SmackDown have been so much better since he's been gone.
Right.
We all aware of the scandal. If you think it's right, if you think it's wrong, whatever, what have you, blah blah blah. He needed to step down. He needed to. The storylines were trash. The shows were. We all know Raw is 3 hours. It's been 3 hours for a very long time. As diehard wrestling fans, you guys remember when Raw was like, "Yo, it's over already."
Right.
Dang. I mean, it's been 3 hours, but it seems like 45 minutes. Lately, it just kind of dragged. On the latter end of Vince's reign, it lagged. You could predict it a mile away. It wasn't interesting. It didn't keep you hooked. It wasn't worth
redundant.
It wasn't worth watching to me. Vince buried a lot of good people. And with this, we know that WWE is his baby, and he made it into this amazing thing. And don't forget, tonight that documentary on him is coming on Vice TV. If you guys get Vice TV, but it's one of those things like his time is up.
Yeah,
his time is up.
It's time it's time to stay with the fresh perspective, and just think, if he does come back, all those people that he fired that he didn't want in his company anymore, would he all fire them all again? Or you got William Regal about to start in January as in a vice president role or something like that, and he's going to be. I mean, if Vince McMahon came back, would he be like that old man in The Simpsons who come in, turn around, put his hat back on, and leave? I mean,
oh yeah. When he walked in and saw, let me get my hat. I think Vince is washed up and has been for a while, honestly. You know, I mean, it's just like the fresh perspective, the new everything. It actually sticks. It's kind of like if you guys don't mind. You remember when AEW first came out and everybody was like, "Yo, this is great, this is amazing," right? Then it kind of fizzled out. With this, with Triple H taking over, it was a slow build, and people are now interested.
Yeah.
It makes more sense to watch. It's more fun. It's just like, yo, okay, I'm all for this. Before it was just kind of like, I'll catch it on Instagram.
Because I'm addicted to it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's about it. I don't really see this happening, though. I don't think the board of directors is going to roll with this. I think they like what's happening. The Royal Rumble, the gate for that thing made more money than it ever has, ever. So I think they're bringing a lot more eyes and a lot more attention, and people are way more excited about it, about the product itself, than they have in a long time. I think I went almost a solid year without watching a show from beginning to end. I would just watch clips of whatever might interest me or whatever people are talking about, and that was it, because I just could not stand to watch it. Now, I think that the 3 hours still drags a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. I think it has a better fluidity to it than it used to.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
All right, we have a lot of geek here.
Yeah.
He's
saying no.
But Vince,
Timothy, he don't want him back.
Talking about Jamie Hayter and Cora Jade, he loves them. The WWE stuff went up, and we're gonna talk about Eddie Kingston here in just a little bit.
Oh, we knew that was coming.
Oh yeah,
it's happening.
we're getting through the chores right now.
Yeah, we're eating the veggies first. We're saving the dessert for later.
Yeah. So
you mean my case, since my sister, like, here we go. This is Joe's fun part of after finding out my sister's wife's family. I have the thing from The Office. It's happening. like for me, I could eat as many ice cream sandwiches from Carvel before I eat my main cheeseburger. What? I could eat as many ice cream sandwiches as I want from Carvel and not get in trouble? What? You mean that I could just walk in their Carvel only like ice cream sandwich me? Thank you.
Mhm.
Dudes at ringside's here. Oh, thank you. No. Geek's like, what
Lee's
about me?
excited about Bubbles being here.
Damn, what up, Tim?
Some good old fun there. So I'm not going to get into all of what happened on Raw tonight. I just want to bring up two things that stood out to me about last night. One of them was this spot with Alexa Bliss. I think she had a match of some sort, and Bianca Belair came out to maybe help her at some point, and she was raising Alexa's hand up, and celebrating with her. And then all of a sudden, Alexa kind of went into this um, fiend trance
Yeah.
where she put her in the Sister Abigail, looked at her, kind of, staggered, let her go, and was like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just did that." So do y'all want to see Alexa Bliss back with the Fiend? Do you think that story didn't get a justifiable ending and maybe kind of rectify a little bit of what happened back then, or
I
do you
wouldn't
think they
mind
need
it,
to move on?
but is it me or is Alexa Bliss just kind of blah right now?
Yeah, I think
She's
she
just
needs
very blah.
this.
I think she does too. I would not mind her doing the whole Fiend thing again. And I saw it. I mean, it was a really decent spot. It was a really decent spot. She beat Bailey. Bianca got in the ring, raised her hand because now Alexa Bliss is the new number one contender. Went to shake her hands, got her wrapped her up. I'm like, oh, I like it.
Yeah,
Do something with Alexa Bliss, which is weird. It seems like since she's been back, has she even talked?
She said one or
not
two
really.
things, like in her joke voice, but not like her real mean Alexa Bliss. See, like as the person said in the chat, if they let Bray run it, I think that's a good idea. Don't let the creators do what Bray Wyatt's supposed to do.
Mhm.
Let Bray Wyatt write his own story. Like right now, Alexa Bliss has no path, and they did not, as you guys both said, Marie and Phil both said, she's black. She has nothing. This her is blank slate because she just left the storyline that she's possessed Alexa Bliss, right back to the normal Alexa Bliss, and it's like she's like in the stuck world, like the middle world before the crow takes you over and makes you this crazy girl. So she's back to normal girl again. Like, if she's a normal girl, why does she have the weird Alexa Bliss for number one? Why does she have that weird Alexa Bliss doll when she comes out to the ring still? That what was a doll?
Yeah, yeah.
Tiffany?
What was
Kimberly?
no, not Cynthia.
I'm thinking you're thinking Rugrats.
Rugrats. That's what I'm thinking. Rugrats.
Lily,
That's what it kind of remind me of.
Lily.
Yeah, she why, hey, like that's one little weird thing. Why is Lily still around?
because it makes a lot of money.
Yeah, little girls are buying the doll still at
I don't
shows.
understand because if I was a little girl, I'd be scared to death of that thing. But
Mhm.
I
Looks
guess
like
I'm
it's
not every
teeth.
little girl.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays little girls carry around cell phones going on Instagram doing Snapchats.
Right.
Like,
But
my mom would slap my hand.
she really hasn't been normal Alexa Bliss though. She's just been kind of there, kind of with
Exactly.
almost with no
Exactly.
personality whatsoever. Because when she was like doing the goddess stuff, I thought that was some of her best work.
Yes.
She was a really good heel during that time.
Yes.
And I was intrigued with like with the Fiend stuff. I just didn't like how it ended. I thought it was a little weird that they just dropped everything.
Mhm.
And they could have done something with that, but they didn't. And they just kind of dropped the ball. And ever since she's come back from her concussions and everything, she still has the doll and she's still swinging in the swing set and she still kind of has the crazy outfit a little bit, but she's not quite total Playhouse Alexa, but she's not quite Goddess Alexa either. She's just weird, strange Alexa that
She's
doesn't know
awkward
what's up
Alexa.
and down.
Awkward Alexa.
Awkward Alexa, that's the word.
Yeah, like it's just like she, like you said it best. She's just there. She's just there. Even when like her and Oscar was teaming up, and Bianca would say her piece, and Oscar would say her piece, and then Alexa would be like,
Yeah. She doesn't say anything, really.
Back in the day, Alexa would have said a mild thing. You know, Alexa would have went on a weird rant like she always does
Yeah.
about something. But she just stood there like, I noticed that, Phil. Did you notice that, Marie? She would just stand there like this.
yeah,
So,
Yeah.
it was just weird. Like it was awkward. It was awkward.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's a storyline that they're trying to write in. I would hope that's not a storyline that they're writing in, because that's whack. Like that's whack. Alexa was good on the mic. She was a good talker. She was phenomenal on the mic and in ring ability. So this mute emo Alexa, or this Alexa on meds, is weird. I don't.
Yeah. She needs to get off of her her medication and go crazy again. So
Yeah, I mean something. Yeah, something.
she's too mellow.
Didn't they put her on medication when she was about to get out of this whole weird thing? They had her leave for a while. Wasn't that the whole thing that happened in her character mode? That she went
I don't
away for a
know.
while and she went to a
I
physical
thought she just
therapist.
disappeared. Oh, that's right. She did have therapy sessions
Yeah,
there right before she started wrestling again.
yeah.
I think.
I remember that. They think that was just to make so she can go away because she had a concussion. Wasn't that why?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even like her wrestling, seems like it's stepped backwards. Or is that me?
Yeah.
It's me?
Well, I don't think it. Are you saying this current thing with her maybe going back with the Fiend is a step backwards?
No. So like, since she's been back, she hasn't been as sharp as she used to be.
Oh no.
Like even in the match last night with Bayley, it was a good match, but it's like, Alexa, I've seen you do better, way better. Like missing spots on the ropes and kind of slipping, and it was just if you watch it, you'll be like, oh.
To me, she's looked almost scared to wrestle. To me, like she acts like she's scared to do anything because she's had so many concussions and injuries and stuff. I mean, it's not on her face, but it just the way she moves and stuff. It's like she hesitates a lot.
Like her presence. That makes sense. I could ride with that. No, I could definitely take that to the bank. Yeah.
I can't
think
imagine because she's 2 inches taller than me, so we're about the same, built the same way. So I can't imagine how hard that ring hurts on our tiny frames. It's got to be really bad. So I'm gonna give her kudos for even willing to get in there because I wouldn't get in there. There ain't no way that thing would tear me to pieces. But yeah.
As you just hit the nail on the head, like little people like us hitting those ropes. I've always wanted to jump in the ring because I was like, I remember my grandfather did the wrestling, so like I was at a show before the fans showed up, and they let me in the doors, and I was watching the wrestlers hit the ropes. In my head, I'm like, oh my god, I should ask the owner if I could hit the ropes, and all I can think is my dumb luck. I'll be that idiot. Like, I'm 5'1". I won't hit the top rope. My body goes to the middle rope immediately, and I'll be going back and forth, and then I'll hit the rope, and be like, and Joe died. It's like, what's that movie? What's that? With Adam Sandler when the kid's gonna go kick the football and Michael K's watching the kid kick the football and the dad, Adam Sandler tackles the kid and the kid breaks his leg and then Michael K goes, well, the kid's dead. That'll be me. I hit the you know that movie? Grown Ups.
I don't know. I don't really watch Adam Sandler movies.
I don't remember that being in Grown Ups.
Yes, that was the son when he went to kick the field goal and Adam Sandler went to tackle him and he tripped over the
second one?
Yes, he tripped over the sprinkler and he landed on his son, and his son's leg went behind him and it broke his leg.
Okay. Yeah, the
And
second one. Okay.
the Yankees said, he's dead.
Okay. Okay.
That'll be
King
me. I
says,
go to one rope. I think I'm like really cool at Rey Mysterio. I go to the other rope and I just miss and hit the ropes, fall out of the ring. Like Sabu to 5 rows, tables, boom. He's not on the
King
insurance.
says, please. He says, please don't let Uncle Howdy be Vince McMahon. I don't think so. Like I said before.
Imagine.
Oh gosh. Save us now. Save us.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I want to see Bray Wyatt just take out Vince. That'll be the joke of the whole thing.
Timothy says local news reports here in San Antonio said that the Royal Rumble are going fast, but get your tickets if you want to come.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I would love to go, but
I wouldn't doubt it.
Not in the cards. It's going to be a good one. It's going
to be WWE has been on an uptick. Even the end of the show last night with Adam Pearce and Bobby Lashley, like WWE has been on a nice uptick, and I'm enjoying the stories. It's not, to me, this is just for me. It's not dragging. It's like, am I even going to watch this paper? I'll Google it. No, it's kind of like, I might check this out. Now that kid in me that fell in love with wrestling is now interested again. So I wouldn't doubt that the tickets are selling out quick. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
And the other thing is people want to start going out and going to things again.
Yes.
Like last year, people started going to the shows, but they were still like, do I want my kid in public? Still things going on. I'm afraid of big groups. Now people are like, okay, stuff may be going on still, but I want to go to this event and I don't want to miss it. It's the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah. And
well, the second thing, go ahead.
Oh God, I was trying to say something and I forgot it.
The second thing on Raw that I want to talk about real quick, and then we'll talk about a WrestleMania rumor I heard yesterday. Bobby Lashley got storyline fired at the very end of the show. Is that correct? He had a match with Seth Rollins. Something happened with the ref. I think there was a spot where it looked like the ref hurt his ankle or something like that, and Seth Rollins got the win. Is that correct? And then something happened with Adam Pearce. And did Bobby Lashley attack Adam Pearce? I can't remember.
It was like they got like a little shoving match where he grabbed him or something, and Adam Pearce fired Bobby Lashley.
Okay, so that's a little interesting tidbit in the Bobby Lashley story. He was kind of just someone like we were talking about with Alexa, not as bad, but in the past 6 months or so, just kind of floating and just kind of being there. So if this either brings a Hurt Business type deal back or an edgier Bobby Lashley of some sort, I think he needs that. So what do you guys think?
Adam Pearce released a video earlier today saying that Bobby Lashley is in fact not fired.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that video.
I think they're going to work an angle like that. I'm here for it. It was interesting though. He was like, "You're fired. You're fired." It was like, what? Just Adam Pearce saying it. That was like, that's interesting. You can fire people. It was just funny. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I would have loved when he was like, "You're fired. You're fired." Triple H should have walked out like typical Triple H and said, "When did I give you the have him walk up to him like Triple H talk with the finger like this? Like, when did I give you the power to do that? You can't fire somebody. That's my job. You're not fired. You're fired. You're not fired. You're fired. Like who's on first? Who's on second thing? You're not fired. You're fired. You're not fired. You're fired. And then the cameras go off. That's how I would have ended Raw. Like people going, like, wait, no.
Yeah. But Marie, I agree with you too. Like Bobby, definitely not as bad as Alexa, but Bobby has just been kind of floating.
Yeah.
He has. US champ, that was a cool run.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's not the best on the mic.
No.
Yeah. He's gotten better.
Yeah.
He's
he's
definitely
like,
better.
he's just like he's a good wrestler. He's technically sound because he's tough and big dude. But the man can't. You just said, Phil, he can't hold a microphone to a cloud and try to yell through it. He needs to have a Paul Heyman or a MVP in front of him to be able to talk for him.
Mhm.
That is more his thing, I guess, because he doesn't want to talk. So just stand there and pump your muscles up and down and be like the Brock Lesnar as a Paul Heyman or MVP, be able to speak for him, through him. It's kind of like a Andre the Giant with Bobby the Brain Heenan. He
Yeah.
has to speak for him so people understand what he's doing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
I
it
miss
makes more
MVP
sense.
being with Bobby Lashley. I think he did better work with him. The Omos experiment is just not working for me.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's very dry.
So I would much rather like MVP go back with Bobby Lashley and reform the Hurt Business at some point.
It's a
That would
little
be
weird, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys? It's like, what are we doing? Like,
I agree. It's weird. It's very weird. It's like, yeah.
yeah. Hopefully, she'll be back with us soon. And yes, everything we're talking about is within storyline. We know that he's not actually fired. It's all good. It's all
wait, it's
good.
not real? It's a storyline? Oh,
What?
broke my little heart.
Still
I'm
real
just
to
kidding.
us.
It's still real to me.
What? You have to get that. You have to get that video. It's still real to me, damn it. I haven't seen that in a while.
Still real.
Still real to me, damn. What do you mean? Finn Balor's me and Geek's running joke. What do you mean? Finn Balor's a demon? No, mate, I'm not a demon. I'm a human being. No, you're not. You're a demon.
You're a demon.
You're
You're a demon.
you're the dead. You're the dead man. No, man, I'm not dead.
I'm not the dead man.
I'm just smoking my cigarette out here. You're
Nature
dead, man. But you're the nature boy. I'm just nature. I'm high. I'm always nature.
boy is always nature boy. Now that's Nature's always gonna be nature.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So it looks like at the Rumble, they're going to probably button up the Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley thing, finish that off. And then we've been hearing the rumors, perhaps at WrestleMania, we'll perhaps be getting a Brock Lesnar versus Gunther, Walter, whatever you want to call him, at WrestleMania. That's a rumor mill. There's no 100% on that, but I thought it was fun to just bring up and think about. What do you guys think?
First, Phil.
I thought Bobby and Brock was already done. If not, they need to fire whoever and hire all of us. Like, let it go. Jesus Christ, let it go. Brock and Gunther. Oh, okay. What are they gonna make Brock? Intercontinental champ. What belt is he? That's not Intercontinental. Is it?
Yeah.
Gunther, yeah.
Yeah. So what are they gonna make Brock Intercontinental champ? And
Why wouldn't you have Gunther beat Brock?
Yeah. He's on the rise right now.
He's great.
Well, Vince isn't here.
It's believable
It
too.
might
He's not
work.
a scrawny dude.
He's starting to. You're starting to hear Grandpa grunt and pottery bone pop when he's getting out of his rocking chair. So get up, get on the microphone.
Yeah, that might be something. We'll see. It depends on the buildup. It depends on the buildup.
If it's built right, it would be pretty great. And just think about what it would do for the Intercontinental title if Brock Lesnar was in an Intercontinental Championship match. He doesn't have to win it.
It could be a throwdown. Think about it, Phil. It could be like, here we go, bring it back to when Mr. Perfect faced Bret Hart.
One of the classic all-time matches. Yeah,
That's Joe's match. That's like Marie knows that's like my favorite match. If he can make a video up, Joe's talking about Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart again.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, I'm here for it. I just want to see how they build it up.
Right.
Because they don't do like some stupid tournament with like
No.
Brock versus Dominic round 1 and then
Oh
Brock
gosh.
versus Apollo Crews round 2. Don't do something stupid like that. And I want to see how they work it in. If they can work it in the right way, I'm here for it.
Mm.
Well, you could have Gunther come out at the end of that Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar type thing going on there at the end at the Rumble and start it there.
Mm.
Okay.
Have Brock F5 Gunther right after the match. He comes out, music hits, and he just F5s the snot out of him. Bam. Like, you know how Brock is. He'll just show up. Just stand behind him like, and then
He does just show up in F5 people. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Don't you wish you could do that in your jobs? You just walk. You just.
I love that.
I work in a grocery store. I'd be horrible. All the aisles would just go boom, boom, boom. Just
I would
F5
love
my manager.
Y'all aren't strangers to the show, so you guys know that Brock is my boy on WWE. So
Mhm.
him and I really like Gunther too, and just thinking about how hard hitting that match would be, just like ooh.
That would be a brawl. That would be an all-out dog fight.
Yeah, it
Can you
would.
picture Marie just F5ing somebody? Just like out of nowhere, just F5ing someone.
No, I can't pick them up.
I know, but like in cartoon world, cartoon
Cartoon
Marie,
world. Okay.
cartoon where Marie just F5 someone with a smile on her face, like.
I got a question for you guys. I keep hearing this. I don't know if this is a real rumor or not. But is Rock coming back to fight Roman at WrestleMania as the real head of the table or whatever?
I haven't heard any real speculations.
Okay. Enough said.
Incredible places. Just
Enough said.
people
Okay.
dreaming and conspiring and all that mess.
Somebody asked him on TikTok, and he was just like, "Yeah. No, we'll talk about my movie now." And he changed his subject immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, because I follow him on TikTok. My mom got me to do it. I was like, okay, let's go in the chat and watch him talk on live. But I don't know. I think he's hitting us with this big random. Yay, hey buddy. I think he's hitting us. Feel better, friend. Still feel better. Send you all good vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's tricking us all. And he's going to be, the week before Mania, he's going to come out and his music's going to hit and the crowd's going to go absolutely bananas.
But does he really need to come back, though?
No. What is he there to do? What does he need to do? He's done everything.
If Roman didn't have the title, I would say them fighting over the head of the table would be more interesting than them fighting over the championship.
Yep, I will give you that. Absolutely.
Like, oh, you think you're the head of this family? Sonny, sit down.
Yeah, see, now I'm with that. I'm definitely with that.
12 when I was doing this.
I could see him making a joke and showing a clip from Young Rock. Showing remember this? And show a picture of him when he was a little boy. Hey, it's Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
I could see him making the Rock jokes. Like, remember this, little man? You were in diapers when I was.
Yeah.
Like making fun of him like that. Because you know the Rock. He likes a throwback. He likes to hit a throwback button all the time.
Right, yeah.
Rock,
yeah.
you do that. You saw what he did to, what's his name?
Shane says, why not have Brock enter the Rumble and have Gunther cost him the main event at Mania and have Cody throw out Gunther to be in the main event at WrestleMania? I wouldn't have Cody throw out Gunther, but I would probably have Cody win the Rumble if it was up to me. That's the direction I would go in, but, you know.
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
not in charge, so that's not.
I
bad.
think we all know if Cody comes back, he's gonna win the Rumble.
There's
That
already.
would be
Have
very
you both
oopsie.
heard if Cody wins the belt, he's gonna change the title to back to an old school look?
Like the Winged Eagle?
Either Winged Eagle or the old Attitude Era title belt, like the look to that kind of look.
The Attitude Era belt was the Winged Eagle.
What was it? What was the
No, it
Hogan
was the
belt?
World. It was the World, wasn't it? Okay.
I
Big
think
Gold.
it's this one. I think
Yeah, that's the Winged Eagle.
Yeah, I think he wants to go with the Winged Eagle. That's what the rumors are.
Oh,
Like
that was the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels era belt, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's a belt that Joe on the phone with Geek walks around with it on his shoulder, saying, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
I like the Big Gold. I've always been preferable. That's my personal favorite. If you're gonna change it back to something old school, go with the Big Gold.
I mean, that's the Attitude Era belt, right? Is
That's
that
the old
that zone?
WCW belt.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the world heavyweight? Yeah, because remember, if he's gonna go with history of his family, I'd go with the old school the WCW title, because his dad won that belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Marie is right. Like, go back with a belt that's, if you want to be family history, go with the world heavyweight title, not the WWF title, because your dad never won the WWF title.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Cody, if you're watching this, I apologize. I know. We all know. Your dad should have won that belt.
Yeah, we all know that.
He says Cody will win the Rumble, and that will be very oozy.
Yeah. If Cody's back, if he's well enough to be back and he's in the Rumble, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy.
Had to play the oozy button.
I'm jealous of that beard. I'm trying to get to that level by right after Christmas. I'm just hoping that my beard doesn't turn gray around Christmas and I have kids stopping me. Here's my Christmas list in the middle of the aisle. I'll be like,
dude, that's the best part when the grays grow in, bro.
But I'm scared. Moms are starting to ask me, like, see me sitting in a chair eating my lunch, and they start coming over and say, "Where's the photographer? Why are you sitting on my lap as I'm eating lunch?" Oh, I'm not Santa.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm awkward. This is awkward.
The Rock does not need to win the Rumble.
See, sometimes he drinks that Kool-Aid and he needs to stop drinking it.
All he has to do is say, show up and go, I'm going to fight you. And that's it. He's The Rock. He can make whatever match he wants.
Here's a TV show after him. See, the guy needs to relax and sit there and just chill out. And Geek's like, no, we're doing this.
No,
yeah.
I don't want no polka dotted world title.
Oh, God, here we go. I can see it.
Yeah, no.
All right. Guys, are y'all ready for the main event of the show?
We are ready for the main event.
I have been patiently waiting.
The finger's been waiting on the button. I can see, like, the opposite angle. It's like no, don't push it.
Oh, wait a minute. Go for it, Marie. Go for it.
Okay, so just as a precursor.
Welcome to Peaches and Powerbombs, the most biased podcast you can find. If you hear this recording, that means our host is talking about Eddie Kingston. She loves him, and she's not afraid to say so. Now, carry on.
Okay, so as everybody knows, probably, Eddie's birthday was yesterday. He turned 41. He's been with AEW now for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in May, I believe. And I just made a little bit of something. Now, we'll be able to talk through this video, and that's fine. So I just made a little bit of something for that. So let me get to it.
I can't wait to see this.
You talk about living this rough life, all that jazz. No one's gonna outgrind you, all that stuff. My man, it's easy to say that when you grew up around used to be legends like Arn Anderson.
This is Eddie's debut.
Yeah, you heard me. Keep shooting murder ones at me, and I'll knock your jaw right off your face, partner. You know what I grew up around? You know what I grew up around? Alcoholics, junkies. I grew up around that, and I had to survive. I had to grind. You couldn't last a day in my shoes. So you don't tell me nothing about grinding. You talk about the sport of pro wrestling? That's a joke. Because every person you faced has been a child. I am a grown-ass man, and I will put you in the ground and smile. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. This man was once a hero of mine. Guys like him, Samoa Joe, Homicide, the Amazing Red, guys like that on the independents when I first broke in inspired me, were my heroes. But you low-life scumbag, two-faced, narcissistic bitch, you, give me a second. You judged me. I came to that locker room to get free from my mental crap, free from the streets. I came to that locker room for brotherhood, and all you did was judge me.
I enjoy this so much more now than what I did prior to.
This was my favorite Eddie Kingston match that he's had so far.
Get out of the ring! You think this is a game, John? You think this is a game? I'm gonna destroy you Saturday. You understand that? On the 7th, I'm gonna ruin you. And I'm gonna take that championship. I'm gonna hand it to my mother. And I'm gonna tell her, Mom, the reason why you don't have a grandchild is because of this. The reason why I didn't give you a daughter-in-law is because of this. Because this is all that matters in our sport. No other championship means that much. Only this championship, and you're holding it. So I gotta take you out. I had to sell out. I had to become everything I hated. It's too late for me, John. You ain't saving nobody. And I'm taking that championship from you.
Eddie has had some amazing promos.
Yeah,
He's had some amazing promos.
That one was a hidden gem. That I went down the Eddie Kingston rabbit hole and I found it and I was like, oh my crap, I forgot about that.
You're talking about witnesses, but you're talking from so far away. But I tell you, you step one more foot in closer to here, you're not gonna make it to All Out because you're gonna get redeemed tonight, Eddie.
Well, Eddie Kingston is not one to ever back down from a fight. Redeemer, my man, redeem these nuts. Wow.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay, I see what happened. I forgot to edit out the part where I started it. My bad, folks. Sorry.
Grandpa Joe had too much Popeyes today. I'm really stiff.
we're coming towards the end of the video here in just a second. I had way too much fun with this, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm enjoying this.
Oh wow, TV.
The Friday night before the show, before the pay-per-view, before the biggest match of my career, I didn't want to show up. I wanted to go out and drink. I wanted to forget about my problems again. I wanted the poison that has eaten me for years to do it again. Because you know what, Chris, you got in my mind. You did. Could I win the big one? I've lost to Mox. I've lost to Brian. I've lost to Punk. I've lost to Miro. I've lost to everybody who I've stepped in the ring with here for a big match. You were right. I was afraid. But you know what happened? On that Fan Fest, give me a second, for real, show some respect. Seriously, my man, you know, Steve Austin ain't here, dog, relax. So anyway, you know what gave me the courage? And this is me not kissing your people's asses, but when I had 4 separate people come up to me and tell me that they didn't end themselves because they read my Players Tribune article, did you really think I was gonna miss that pay-per-view for them? Do you understand? After the match, I went to my hotel room, and you can make fun of me all you want, but trust me, I'll still beat you up. I cried in my hotel room because I wanted to make those people proud. Not you, not me, them.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
Mad respect.
Man.
Someone
I
wrote.
almost didn't add that last part, but I was like, man, I got to. Even if I cry my little eyes out, it was
Mad
funny. During that show, I was still at church, and my phone was blowing up like crazy, and I was like, why are all these people sending me messages? And then I looked at it, and like tons of it were like, hey, Eddie Kingston just indirectly shouted you out on Dynamite. And I was like, what?
I can see I can see your legs pop up. What? Gotta go. We're back. We're back.
Yeah, I started crying. I had to leave the sanctuary because I was crying.
Oh, wow.
It's a very special moment. But Eddie Kingston, I don't think people really realize how continuously good stuff he's been putting out in the past 3 years.
Absolutely. But you know why? I think because they've made him such a jobber now. You know, like Eddie, they should have him doing a whole hell of a lot more than what he's doing.
I agree with that 100%.
And not even, and don't get me wrong, I like Eddie. I can't take nothing away from him, but like, yo, he is like a brawler. Put this man in some matches. I would love to see him and like Claudio. Yeah. I would love to see something like that. I would love to see more of his body of work as opposed to him losing to like Jungle Boy or something like that. Yeah, it just nah.
No, please don't do that. So if y'all don't mind, it doesn't have to be just matches. It can be moments too. What are some of y'all's favorite things that Eddie's done in the company so far?
For me, definitely the promo he had with CM Punk with the fight me. I love that. His match with John Moxley.
Yeah.
For the title. That was amazing. And lucky number 3. I don't know. Was that his? Well, you said that was his debut. It's kind of a toss up between like his debut and the promo he did with Ortiz and Santana.
Okay.
Those kind of like are neck and neck.
Joe, what's yours?
Like, it wouldn't be matches because I'm like, I fall in and out on the AEW stuff, but like his microphone skills, you put him on the mic against anybody, he will eat them up like a garbage truck on a Sunday.
Even someone like CM Punk.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
He lit him up. Did you see his face? He was like, "Ooh." Didn't know how to respond.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know how to respond. They hit the bell and he was like, boom, right at him. Like as Phil said, that they made the man a jobber. Like he deserves to be on the main card every show. Like he deserves it more than not saying he deserves it more than anybody else, but right now can't make the man a jobber if he's like has skills that he has. Like if someone has skills like him, like Eddie, give the man a shot. Don't push him to the side for some other side show. We need someone important. The fans really want it. But do they listen to the fans?
No.
Not always.
No.
That's too much like right.
I'm gonna go through some of these comments real quick, and then I'll say my little piece. That was my favorite moment of Eddie Kingston. I get to get the fight me button tonight. Happy birthday, Eddie Kingston. Kind of have to, don't I?
Do it.
Yeah.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
Still cracks me up.
That's timeless. I'm sorry. That is timeless. That's timeless and hilarious.
And Timothy also says that promo with Mox on Dynamite was my favorite moment. It hit me hard with that. Yeah, that was one of those things that I forgot happened because it was during that pandemic era, no fans. So I kind of pushed anything that happened during that time out of my mind because I didn't want to be reminded of that depressing feeling that we were all like, I can hear every move that they make in the ring. You can't hear the fans yelling. You can't see the excitedness, and you can't see them feeding off of the crowd either. So it was like they were just going out there moving around and then going back.
It was rehearsal.
It was rough. It was rough.
Anything that happened in 2020, I totally try to like RoboCop style and erase it out of my memory, but my hand quickly goes, no, don't erase those memories because a lot of good things did happen in 2020 in wrestling, but lots of it was kind of like all of us at home were reacting on our own. Like,
yeah.
Right.
But
right.
yeah.
Well, and that match with John Moxley at Full Gear 2020, that was a really good match.
Yes, it was.
It was a really good match, and Eddie got to main event a pay-per-view. So that was a big deal, even though he didn't win, and he shouldn't have won at that point. But yeah, that was a big deal. And the CM Punk, the funny thing is about the CM Punk thing, it's one of the most, it sticks in my mind the loudest to me. And that build was only 2 weeks long. They did all of that in 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And their match was really good too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then his match with Mira for the TNT title on All Out previous to that was really good too. That was really good.
He's had some amazing matches.
That was when I really started to pay attention to Eddie was during all that. I was like, okay, I see you, Eddie, over there. So, and then all my personal stuff happened, and Eddie really influenced all of that stuff when his Players Tribune and his promo with Danielson talking about his depression and everything, and all of my issues was like front and center during all of that. And if it wasn't for that, I don't even know if I would be sitting here today. So that's why I'm such like Eddie girl over here because of that reason. So yeah. Um I know we're a little disappointed in the current of what's going on with Eddie. I think there is a silver lining. I think there's a silver lining, and we just got to be patient. I don't know, Phil, if you were here, but we talked about MJF's promo a couple weeks ago when right before he attacked William Regal. He mentioned 3 people. He mentioned Ricky Starks. He mentioned Bryan Danielson, and he mentioned Eddie. He has a match tomorrow night for the world title at Winter's Coming with Ricky Starks. They've already started a little something with him and Danielson. My guess is that they're going to go all the way through till Revolution and maybe possibly Double or Nothing. After that, get through the summer, get to maybe start something with Eddie. They have a match at All Out. Eddie loses, gets down in the dumps again, almost gives up. John Moxley slaps him around, gives him a good pep talk. He has a rematch at Arthur Ashe at Grand Slam, and then he wins. That's me fantasizing, I know. But if it wasn't for those little seeds that MJF planted, I don't know. Because he has already started something with 2 of those 3 people that he mentioned. And MJF thinks ahead. He's not just someone to go out there and blab something. So
yeah, that's I like that. I like that. I hope that is something that comes to fruition. I don't want it to be. Where's Eddie? That's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. Okay, MJF is champ. All right, great, cool, whatever. If he mentions WWE one more time, I'm gonna vomit.
They all need to quit doing that.
They really do. They really do. Dude, if you're that happy, then leave. Like, bro, that's a totally different soapbox. But I would like for that to happen. I want them to do something with Eddie. They need to do something with Eddie. They need to interject him in some of these storylines, even if it's not the big one, even if it's not the big title. Do something with him. Do something with him.
In the meantime, you can put him in something like with the Claudios and all of them. Do something there to slowly build him up.
Mm-hmm. So the Samoa Joes, the Wardlows, the Matt Hardy. Do something. We got people. AEW has people. Do something with
Even if it was Orange Cassidy, let him throw him around everywhere and
do something.
Darby Allin, something.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
All of those matches, I'm here for. Every last one of them. Just do something. Just do something.
Let's see what everybody says.
Geek is trying to say he would be at the Arthur Ashe. Geek will try to be there. Of course you'll be there. You live in Long Island.
I have a little bit. I've watched some of his LAX stuff. But other than that, no.
What would you think if they try to bring LAX to AEW? Think they'd be able to do that, or is that an Impact promote like a?
I thought they were going to do that at Blood and Guts. Or, yeah, I think it was Blood and Guts. I thought they were going to do that, then have Homicide and the other guy come out with him and Santana and Ortiz, but instead it was Moxley and the Blackpool Combat Club and started that whole fiasco.
Okay.
And we're still getting JAS versus BCC, and I'm so tired of that. But anyway.
Where's Santana Ortiz?
Ortiz and Eddie Kingston are stuck on Dark right now, just doing tag matches. They're winning them, but they're still over there doing nothing.
There's Santana so many awesome wrestlers that they keep on Dark. Am I right? Phil,
Yes.
that independent wrestlers they keep tossing on Dark that we've interviewed that you have from All Heel that have been on there and they don't give them that like that need to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that list. Eddie's name was on it too.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, guys, that's our show. Thank you for letting me do my little Eddie Kingston happy dance. I appreciate it.
Anything for you, sis? You know that.
Yes, no problem. I'm so happy you let me come on and be by myself today because Geekham's rehabbing his pipes and he's got that computer virus in his system because he's a robot, so he has to get that CD drive in his CD drive, and he has to put the antiviral in his
Yeah.
computer system.
Get well soon, Geek. Get well soon, Alora.
Yeah, our family, we're sick. They need to feel better.
Yeah.
Soup and
Yes.
relax and go for walks, as Marie says. Don't sit around.
Every hour for
Yep.
10 minutes, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Keep
Geek doesn't
moving.
know how to do that. Geek likes to
Yeah.
lay down. running Windows 98. Yeah. Geek upgrade.
Windows
That's
XP.
The whole system. He's RoboCop. He has to take the old system out of himself and put a new system in himself.
As always, guys, do y'all have anything to plug before I have something to announce real quick before we go?
Phil, you go, then I'll go, and then
I got an announcement that Peaches and Powerbombs will be the next guest on the Hot Take Wrestling podcast this Thursday. And be sure to check out the episodes of Dudes at Ringside Wrestling that just uploaded today from Hot Take Wrestling. So we can't wait. Looking forward to having everyone on the show. If you guys don't see me before Christmas and New Year's, have a very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. God bless you all. Love you all. Be good to yourselves. Life is short. Go party.
Metal Geek is down with a cold, so we'll be back soon for the season finale of Dudes at Ringside podcast for season 2. So we will keep you in tune. Check out the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to find out the information about the last episode. And now to Majestic Marie.
All right. Well, first of all, this is the last episode of Peaches and Powerbombs for 2022. We will resume back after the holidays, so keep watch of our Facebook and YouTube channels and our Instagram. But I have an announcement. This is my very own. This will be my very own YouTube channel. I have a channel called Wrestle Tales that will be launching on January the 14th, 2023. I know I've done a few videos on our Peaches and Powerbombs channel, but I think that it's just so much fun. I think it deserves its own. I take wrestling storylines, current or in the past, and I tell them in the way of a child's storybook. And I have one on MJF called The Rat Who Wanted to Be King. I did that one last year. And then the year before that, I did one on Hangman Adam Page and his title run when he was going to win the title off of Kenny Omega, and that's called The Hangman's Tale. So I got those 3 videos up, but I've got some coming out. I'm doing, of course, one on Eddie, obviously. I have Roman Reigns coming out on February, and then I have Becky Lynch. She's a princess who saves herself, coming out in March. So,
Okay.
got a lot of fun stuff coming out. So.
Nice. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all your upcoming stuff, Marie. I wish you nothing but the best. It sounds like it's going to be really cool. I know Geek in the chat saying, "Wow, that's amazing," and that's his way him chiming in. But like, I could see it happening really fast with that. That sounds really cool. That's something that sounds like something I'd definitely tune in for because I have multiple different stories that I've written, and yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm very excited to check that out on my own. So
yeah, That's dope.
Cool.
All right, guys, thank you so much. You all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see y'all in 2023. Y'all stay peachy. Bye.